Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Promoverse double feature featuring Friday Night Blueprint and WGP Havoc. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Friday Night Blueprint and the Promo Double Feature. I am your host and owner of the foundation in WGP, Hollywood Haywood, and tonight we have some incredible action here for you as we will see in our opening contest an old rivalry that has spruced back up as we will see Vagabond take on Dante Black. Let's get down to Petey Bufferton for a closer look at the action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. First off is the returning Dante Black as he takes on the Vagabond.
Promoverse feel like curses, every bar black wreath. Say my name inside a mirror, feel me breathing on your teeth. Turn your heroes into halos, turn your idols into ink. If you're standing in my presence, you're already on the brink. Prodigy to prophecy, I became what I survived. Took the sight from all my failures, now I swing it with a smile. Nobody gets out alive in Dante's reality. Reaper and a tailor true, walking through your tragedy. Shadows scream my name out loud, echo through your fragile dreams. Nobody gets out alive when you step inside my scene.
Oh, I find this a forbidding tone that this match sets up. Now my return to the Foundation Promo League is against the one, the only, the Vagabond, the Baba Yaga of a different breed, whatever you like to call yourself, on every other day that ends with a Y. Because you see, we have a history here, Vagabond, and yeah, that history has you over me on every single encounter, because this is your home, this is your domain. You've made your place here, you've built up your walls to where it became a castle as you sit there at the top of the mountain, sitting in your throne. But you see, Vagabond, things change, things like to adapt, things like to evolve. When it comes to me, that has been seen in the past. Because I learn from my mistakes. I take the notes, the critiques that everyone has given to me, and I learn from them. I am the successor of my own failures to be what I have become today. That is truly the definition of greatness at its greatest. That is an innovator of excellence, an excellence that you couldn't reach even if you dreamed. You see, Vagabond, I'm coming back into your homeland. I'm kicking the door down, spitting in your face, and doing what I say I'm going to do. That is knocking your lights out. Proving to you and everyone else that, on my first 2 runs here in Foundation, it was nothing but a fluke. That I had that potential deep inside of my soul the whole entire time. That the Reaper was within me the whole entire time. And your little shadow dimension that you love to preach about. You love to thrive in. I've been there, I've fought there, I've killed you there, I've dragged your body there, so it has a still living, breathing heart. You see, you think I'm here because of you. You think I'm in this place right now, in this industry, because of you, because of a snap that you handed down to me. Let's just be honest right now. I made that thing great. I made it a success, hence why it's no longer seen in your repertoire whatsoever. Because you know that, yeah, I may have learned it from you by peeking on these screens, but I took it. I crumbled into a ball and I tossed out your plans, and I used it for mine and mine alone. You see, because it's not just fading to black, Vagabond, that everyone knows about. It's not just the NGOA, nobody gets out alive, and you're probably thinking, oh, that means myself, right? If no one gets out alive, then I cannot stand on my own 2 feet, walk out alive, and I'm just a dead body breathing. Well, if you know the name, the moniker, it is the Reaper Dante Black. You cannot kill what is already dead. who's already had his soul reaped by everything that has been took from me. That heart that used to build me up to push past every doubter. It made it who I am today. Why I'm one of the most determined artists that this platform has ever seen. Why, Foundation, you are on a warning from myself. Because I'm coming to take what is mine, what I see fit to be mine. I don't care who stands in my way. And oh, you vagabond, you're just the first one in line. And you better know your place. Because if you don't take your seat there on your own, I'll gravely drag you there by your damn hair and force you down and slam your head on that desk and watch as you sit there, taking those notes that you once taught me. As you would love to say, right? The student has now become the teacher, but I was never your student. But tonight, I make you mine by force. And you better listen to those words and hear them very clearly. Because if you don't, you have only one fate, vagabond. And that is you never getting out alive. Looks familiar, doesn't it?
Dante. I know you were looking forward to facing me just as much as I was looking forward to facing you, because you probably thought that this was going to be some other match that you're going to show yourself off, do your little bit, and get the win with the old adage of no one gets out alive. Well, unfortunately for you, Dante, this isn't your match to win. This is your match to lose, because I have to be really honest with you. You've been here for what? 2, maybe 3 years, yet you have been unable to reap the benefit of the opportunities of which you were handed by management. Because if I'm being correct, you faced me a few times, right? You and I have gone back and forth. In fact, 2 times in a row you faced me for the Blueprint title. And what happened in those 2 instances, Dante? You lost. And since then, you haven't been able to bounce back. While me, on the other hand, I've been able to bounce back, have some sort of renaissance, a resurgence to keep on kicking. Because everything that you want to be, I already am. Everything that you thought you could be, I've already been since day 1, Dante. Because your relevancy value has been low, to the point where nobody has faith in you. I mean, at some point, I was rooting for you. I was hoping you would exceed every expectation, because you call yourself the personification of greatness. But the light of greatness hasn't shined on you yet, has it, Dante? No. See, that's your story. Calling yourself the Reaper, calling yourself the personification of greatness. Yet, Dante, you haven't been able to reach the pinnacle. You haven't been able to reach the top. I've been there several times. First Blueprint champion, first Trilogy champion, 2-time ever Blueprint champion. Greatest Blueprint title reign of all time. I've been him. I've been that Dante. That's something you wish you could be. No one gets out alive, Dante once said. No one gets out alive, Dante uttered, hoping he would put the fear of God in every opponent except me. NGOA to me stands for never gets over again. Because no matter how many words you throw at me, no matter how many times you say you've been to the Shadow Realm, the only Shadow Realm that you could never ever beat is the one in your mind, Dante. The greatest opponent standing across from you was never me to begin with. It was always you. Look in the mirror, Dante. I've always been spitting facts to you. I was hoping you'd be better than what you are right now. But you're just on the cusp. The cusp of something great. Yet somehow, someway, that greatness eludes you. The lights are on and nobody's home. I'm getting ahead of myself. This wasn't a chess match. This wasn't fun for me. I just hope you somehow wake up and get over yourself. And maybe be great one day, Dante. But until then, you'll forever be stuck in your own shadow. NGOA, Dante. Never gets over again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dante Black making a triumphant return here to the foundation, taking out the greatest blueprint champion of all time, a man who was poised to take on Pretty Petty Peterson at starting point. And I'm being told, what's that, Pete Wall? I'm being told Vagabond is still taking on Pretty Petty Peterson. Wait. But we're adding Dante Black to the Blueprint Championship match at starting point. Wait, Pete. No. Jesus H. Christ, Mad T says he's cashing in his rematch at starting point. It will be a fatal four-way. You heard it here first. What an announcement by our general manager, Pete Wall. Wait. What is this? What is this? I'm being told that I've just received some footage that says I am obligated to. Let's take a look at this footage.
This is Black history. This is America. In 1985, in Philadelphia, city officials dropped a bomb on a black neighborhood. Not a foreign enemy, not a war zone, a black residential block. The fire was allowed to burn. 11 black people were killed, including 5 black children. 61 black homes were destroyed. More than 250 black people were left homeless in a single day. This wasn't ancient history. This wasn't a mistake buried in textbooks. This was a decision made by white elected leaders, enforced by white police, and justified after the fact. No city officials were criminally convicted. No one went to prison. Black history is not just marches and speeches. It's also numbers that tell a harder truth. 11 black lives lost, 61 black houses gone, an entire black neighborhood erased from the map. It is black communities that were told by action that their lives were expendable. When a city can bomb its own citizens and move on, silence becomes permission. This is black history. This is America. And I'm here to be the change I want to see in the world.
Well, that was informative, to say the least. I'm being told we don't know who has sent that in, but there is more to come. But we've got to get back to the action. I don't know what to make of all this. It is the semifinals of the Blind Date Tournament, as we will see Evil Inc. take on Mad Bob. Let's get down to the good golly action and Petey Bufferton.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a semi-final match in the Broken Hearts Tournament.
Foundation, WGP. You know, I was instructed by the fucking GM to make sure that we get match of the night because WGP's out here killing us. I mean, what can you say? You got Allison Black versus Lit Fuse, my baby, versus my favorite promos on this same card. By God. Biker Bob, what are you doing over there? Get over here. God. Listen, we gotta fight Doofus and the Kevin Wolf. And I'm not talking about the Teen Wolf. I'm talking about a man who looks like a fucking wolf. His last name is Wolf. I don't get it, but whatever. And I think he might be gay. I shouldn't have said that, but oh well. Biker Bob. Mad Bob business. Let's come out here. Let's murder Doofus. Let's take his stupid ass out. Isn't he GOP? Fuck you, Triple P! God damn, Biker Bob.
I'm here. Don't worry, Mad T. I'm here. We're doing Mad Bob business right now, all right? But there you go again, trying to get in Triple P's pants again, and you say someone else is gay? Seems like you're the gay one here. But we're not going to discuss that. You know, I've just heard the rumors. But it is what it is. We have Dr. Doof, who you're talking about murdering? What do you think this is, a Terrifier movie? I mean, there's plenty of ways we could kill that motherfucker nonetheless. But, yeah, fuck GOP. Then we got this premature ejaculator, Kevin Wolf, who thinks he's a hot shot, and, you know, he's nothing for us to be concerned about. But you know what? Why don't you pass me that blunt real quick? Just pass me that blunt real quick. I need to take the edge off before we continue.
That's right. Like, Bob, Jesus, like, you know, it's like you're reading my mind. You know, I think it's because we're on the same weed now. I think, you know, passing the same strand. I'm not smoking that blunt with you, but we won't go there. Kevin Wolf. Look at you, Kevin. We all know when the chips fall, Kevin Wolf can't beat Mad T. When the chips fall, Kevin Wolf can't step up to Mad T. So Kevin Wolf, what do you think you and Doofus are gonna do in this match? Because at the end of the day, Kevin Wolf, you're following the wrong person. Kevin Wolf, outside the foundation, outside this match, you are the Mad family. You are part of my family. So what are you doing, Kevin Wolf? You really think, Kevin Wolf, that you're going to step up to me and Mad Bob? Look at Mad Bob. Well, I mean, if you've seen Biker Bob, I mean, he's over there chilling, smoking a blunt, but Mad Bob is in the right location, the right ring, the right place. Tonight, finally, Biker Bob, what are you doing?
Huh? What? Oh, no, I'm still here. But, yeah, what you were saying about Kevin Wolf, you know, I don't really give a shit if he's in your family. I don't see why you would even have that motherfucker in your family, nonetheless. You know, he's irrelevant in this match. What is he doing? He's going against you because he's hanging out with some dumbass named Dr. Doof, who does some weird ass experiments, and hanging out with GOP, thinking he's some big shot now, but he's still just a fucking incompetent idiot. You know, you're probably just rambling on about some nonsense that makes no fucking sense. You know, it's just the same old shit. Kevin Wolf, he's probably just over there like, why the fuck am I here with this idiot? Why did I have to team with this idiot? But, you know, it's just how it goes. I'm still wondering how I got teamed up with you, but here we are, still doing things, and we're gonna get past this. We're gonna get to the finals. We're gonna face Briggy and Briggy, that son of a bitch. I just fucking hate him. And then we got Vane. Oh, fuck that guy too. But you know, we're one step closer to achieving our goals here, and getting to these tag team titles. That is the goal here. Damn, maybe I've smoked too much today. But anyways, I'm pretty sure that's the goal. But Matty, I'm gonna let you take over for a minute. Just take over.
Alright, Rob. Let me finish this off real quick. Let me talk to the doofus. Because he is the brains of the GOP, right? Doesn't he do like experiments and all kind of weird shit in that little fucking weird house of theirs? Like, I don't even know. Have you seen this motherfucker in the locker room? I don't know if he's jerking his dick over in the corner or what he's doing, but he's moving his hands a lot. Doofus, what do you think you're doing? Do you think you can step up to what has to happen, what has to become, what has to happen in this match? And that is Mad Bob beating you two fucking losers. At the end of the day, for me and Mega Bob go on to the finals, and you two are standing there, I want you to go back and tell Triple P, and I want you to go back and tell Franklin fucking Benjamin that Mad Bob's coming to the tag team titles. I don't give a fuck, WGP, whoever it is over there wins. Be ready. Because it's not. Fuck your feelings. Because we love a piece of us. I'll see you soon. Brady.
And if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Oh yeah, dig it.
You know, dude, I thought your whole evil industry.
Actually, it's incorporation. There is actually a big difference.
Whatever. I thought it was a trip to Elimination City. Somehow, this crazy idea worked.
You know, if I had a nickel for every time someone said that my crazy plan worked, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's sad it's only happened twice.
Dude, we should...
Never mind that. My plan for this week is over on the foosball table.
Sis.
No! Don't touch that!
What the fuck happened?
That was my zero into Heroinator. I invented it just in case I got teamed with Biker Bob. It makes losers into winners.
Since it hit us?
Well, it turns the studs into duds. It's still experimental, and the effect should only last about a couple minutes.
So now I'm stuck as somebody who has a bigger ego than they do talent.
Biker business.
Dad,
Wait,
can I have my friends over?
Where the hell do these kids come from?
Just go with it.
You know what, Kevin? I think I'm a little sick and tired of always facing you. Because the simple fact is, I'm better than you in every single way. I've been better than you since day one. In fact, you are irrelevant. Every single one of you that I've ever faced are irrelevant. I am a legendary champion here in this business, even though I've only held a championship for a week. That doesn't matter, because of course the truth of the matter is, all of you are beneath me. Because I am the king of this game. I am the king of the live matches. I am the king of everything that you see in front of you. And not a single person stands even close to me. If you think for 1 second that you have a chance, you are completely wrong, Kevin. Even though in every single way, you would be right. But only in your own mind. But in my mind, you're wrong. You're 100% wrong. Every single one of you are beneath me.
Now, Dr. Doof, I have no idea why you would be coming to me. You came to me when you needed help with Franklin Benjamin, and I already had some capable helpers in Dash Mars and Johnny Canada, and Biker Bob was just too busy with the biker business, and I just know that we cannot stand up to you and Kevin Wolf, and I'm afraid the wolves one bit the back of my back tire a few years back, and it cost me, $30 to replace the tire, and I also spilled my beer.
Now we're talking. Let's get serious for a moment. I could come out here and I could make these little kitty jokes that you make and talk about your teeth and talk about your shorts. how short you are and make fun of you and talk about how much of a joke you are. But all we got to do is go back and look at your Blueprint championship reign and look back at your foundation career as a whole to see that. Let's get rid of this stupid shit and let's get down to the nitty-gritty of what this is really about. You have been an absolute garbage bin since day fucking one. I watched that sorry display that you tried to show in a hype, and you said the same exact shit that Blunt said. Are all of you OG members the same? Are all of you dense thinkers? Because all I gotta do is look at your sorry display of a title run that you had before this to go and see that everything that is true. And which is why you're not gonna advance any further than here. Your line stops now. And we're gonna prove what we've already known, that we are the most dominant team in this entire round. And you are a one-trick pony. You've always been and always will be. And tonight, you think for a second, just because you beat one nobody, that you're going to actually be something? In reality, you are beneath us. We are the most dominant tag team here. And as far as Biker Bob, I could go with the tradition, nobody gives a fuck who you are, but the truth is, you got carried the last round. But this is where it stops here for you. Tonight, we're going to end your irrelevant careers, because for someone who talks about everyone else being irrelevant, you being the king or whatever, you surely do make a lot of mistakes. One mistake was crossing us. One mistake was actually thinking that you were going to stand a chance against somebody like us. We are the most dominant tag team there is out there in this tournament, and we're going to prove it tonight against another OG member and take him back out this tournament and prove the OGs are dead. And that's poetic justice for me, because some nobodies like you don't deserve to be in here. And Biker Bob, fuck you.
Now, Mad Bob, let me ask you, what the hell were you thinking when you picked Mad Bob? Did you do any scientific research before picking that name? Let me guess, you were in the backyard in the kiddie pool, smoking the platypus's lettuce, and contemplating the meeting of pink and fable flamingos when all of a sudden, Mad Bob! That was your big branding moment? Did you have a whisper, a forethought, a smidge of planning? If you would have just taken some time to think, instead of inhaling bike fumes and questionable herbal influences, you could have picked something from a very official, extremely scientific, definitely not made up survey. Mad Bikers, Mad Business, Biker Tea. But Mad Bob, that sounds like the $8.99 walk-in special at Great Clips. It comes with uneven sideburns and regrets. It sounds unfinished, and like you were about to say something impressive and then just ran out of brain. Mad Bob? Yes, Bob. But that's it. That's the villain arc. That's the intimidation strategy. I've had innators with more emotional depth than that.
You think the board of directors are going to have a problem with this unfiltered mess?
Don't worry about them. They got hit with the innator, and now the board of directors thinks that chaos is a leadership style.
Wait, does that mean
we're getting bonuses?
Hell yeah.
Your winner, Evil Incorporated. Ladies and gentlemen, Evil Incorporated has cashed their ticket to the finals of the Blind Date Tournament, where they will face the winners of the semifinals on the WGP side, which we will find out later on tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told it's time for some more real Black history.
This is Black history. This is America. In 1921 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, one of the most prosperous black communities in the United States was burnt to the ground. Greenwood, known as Black Wall Street, not because it was poor, not because it was violent, but because it was successful. Over the course of less than 24 hours, white mobs, backed by white local police and white deputized citizens, destroyed more than 35 city blocks. Over 1,200 black homes, black businesses, black churches, and black schools were reduced to ashes. At least 300 black men, black women, and black children were killed, many of them buried in unmarked graves. Nearly 10,000 black people were left homeless overnight. This wasn't a riot, it was a massacre. It wasn't chaos, it was organized, and afterward, insurance companies refused to pay claims. White city leaders blamed the black victims. No one was held criminally accountable. Black history is not just resilient stories we celebrate after the damage is done. It's also numbers that expose deliberate destruction, 300 lives, 1,200 buildings, an entire black economy erased because it challenged white supremacy. When prosperity becomes a death sentence, history isn't accidental. It's intentional. This is before it became fashionable to be a white savior like Tiny Tyler Peterson. This is black history. This is America. And I'm here to be the change I want to see in this world.
Whoa, wait a minute. Now, I appreciate all of these facts being told because I think that people need to know real American history, and that's as real as it gets. But I sensed a little extra shot at a little certain someone. Tiny Tyler Peterson, I hope you're paying attention. I don't really know what to make of this, ladies and gentlemen. But we've got a main event. It is time. It is time for a main event for the Foundation World Championship, as we will see Jack Saban challenge Franklin Benjamin. Let's get down to the action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is our main event for Friday Night Blueprint for the Foundation World Championship.
Hello, Foundation. I know what you're thinking. Let me stop you right there for a second. You think that I don't have what it takes to take on the $1 Million Man, the heart of your foundation, Mr. Franklin Benjamin. Tell me, do you guys really see yourselves in the morning? That man is more corrupt than Donald J. And that's just putting it lightly. I know that some people will use my verbiage against me. Just like in the blind date tournament, Mad Bob used a phrase I use on King Mac Millie. Just like others use my past mistakes. They don't think I amount to anything. They think I'm just a creepy bottom feeder. But you're badly mistaken. You see, while you guys view me as the bad guy, I push myself to the absolute limit to get the job done, nearly committing suicide in the process. But yet, you praise Franklin Benjamin, a man that sits in a throne of lies, a man while ICE is killing human beings, killing millions every day, ripping people from their loved ones. He's sitting in your TV screens. He's sitting in your house as if nothing is happening. They say it's all about the Benjamins, right? He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about the Commonwealth. He thinks of you, the general public, as human waste created by man, by a corrupt government. What next? He's gonna go over to Russia, talk to Putin, shake hands, kiss babies? While Ukraine is slowly dying? Or what next? Are we gonna have another Poughkeepsie tapes? Another Tuskegee study? We know how many people died from that, right? The Spanish flu, right? The bubonic plague, right? The Great Depression. Government shouldn't be afraid of their people. People should fight the fucking government. People should embrace the fears. Make it their own. Make the government fear the people. For I am for the people. Whether y'all like it or not. I mean, look for examples. Franklin Benjamin, what do you and the 1% have in common? You always go up by 1%. Look at Wapo. You lost to him by 1%, and then you decide to bitch, moan, and complain, and hold that foundation championship hostage. And then what if you beat Johnny Canada by 1%? See, I am not to be messed with. I'm the one that hides underneath your bed every night when you worry about your mama and your daddy, and you cry out for mercy, saying, "Daddy, there's monsters underneath my closet. There's monsters underneath my bed." You think that's funny? You think that's hilarious? You've always been corrupt. You've always been hiding behind your GOP. We all know that Pretty Petty Pearson is a better than you. Because at the end of the day, you ain't no Benjamin. But frankly, I can give a damn about you and your suit and tie. Now go ahead. Say everything that everyone already knows about me. Because at the end of the day, fuck your feelings. And God rest your soul.
I'm Franklin Benjamin, and I approve this message.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Foundation, your Foundation World Champion is about to educate you all on a man who mistook momentum for destiny. The fallen one, Jack Saban. It's gonna be huge. Saban, you've gotten better. Tighter wordplay, better timing, a little more edge, a little more of that Prince of Puerto Rico swag dripping from you. You beat Mac Millie, biggest win of your career, tremendous. People are talking, they're saying Jack Saban has arrived. And now, you're poised to come take my Foundation World Championship from me. But I need you to listen very closely to every word I'm about to say, Jack. You've turned some heads. You've caught a buzz. You're riding a high. But you must be really high to think one win means you can beat me. Because let's be honest, Mac let you win. See, when you've been around long enough, you can smell when someone's being groomed. And you were groomed for a moment. A feel-good story. The fallen one rises. The underdog ascends. But Mac did everything short of cutting his promo from a car in portrait mode to allow you to stand up. And now you think you're standing on my level? Fake news. You can beat the Hector Floreses. You can beat the Johnny Canadas. You can out-magic the masters of illusion in this business. But you can't box with gods. And that's the difference. You begged to be around the GOP. Don't think I forgot that. You called Don Krypton. You begged us to give you a seat, Jack, to give you a shot. And we let you into our locker room. But we couldn't find a spot for you. Not because we didn't like you, because you're not built like us. But we still let you stay, in hopes that maybe some of what we were doing would rub off on you. You begged to be a god, Jack, but divinity isn't granted, it's ordained. And I know, tonight, you're gonna bring it. You're getting coached for this, right? Good, get it. You're being led to produce something great. Awesome, follow them. You want mentors whispering strategy in your ear? Listen closely, believe me. But it won't stop the inevitable because I don't operate in the mid-card mindset. I operate in the main event. And in the main event, Jack Saban falls short. Bet on it. Let me be very clear. Your rise is temporary and I am permanent. You see, Jack Saban's story is built around redemption, around fighting from the bottom. And that's noble. But my story, I need this win. You see, you can lose this match and everyone will say Jack showed out. He took Franklin to the limit. But me? I beat Bobby Miller for this and they doubted me.
I beat 5 men in Gingerbread House of Thunder and they still say I shouldn't be champion. So Jack, losing to you destroys my entire legacy. And I can't allow that. That would put the entire Promoverse in an uproar. People losing their minds, thinking emotion equals power. You got one big win and started smelling yourself. Acting like you've been anointed. Acting like this Foundation World Championship is your starting point. No. Starting point will be headlined by one man, Franklin Benjamin Bigley. You call yourself the fallen one. Well, let me tell you what that means. You're gonna fall, and this time it won't be poetic. It won't be inspirational. It will be violent. I'm gonna make an example out of you because this locker room needs to remember what happens when someone confuses progress with parity. You are improving, but I'm untouchable. You're climbing, but I'm the summit. You really think that Mac Millie one makes you dangerous? It makes you delusional, and delusion in front of a god is fatal. People don't want me to come, Jack. They whisper it backstage. They hope I don't show up. They pray I take a night off, but Jack, I'm gonna come. And when I do, I'm coming to give you exactly what you wanted. You wanted to walk with the gods? Now you get to stand in front of one. And when I'm done with you, when your rise crashes back down to earth, when you realize your high wasn't high enough to fly with me, when I walk out, still the Foundation World Champion, you will understand something very simple. It's not about redemption. It's not about coaching. It's not about feel-good wins. No, Jack. It's all about the Benjamins and in the gods we trust. I'm Franklin Benjamin, and I approve this message.
World Champion Franklin Benjamin! Ladies and gentlemen, Franklin Benjamin has done it again, retaining the Foundation World Championship. Jack Saban once again proving why he deserves to be in the discussion of those amongst the very tippy top of the promo world. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host and owner of WGP and the Foundation, Hollywood Haywood, and this has been another edition of Friday Night Blueprint. I am being told that we have more real Black history facts. And maybe, just maybe, this will shed a little bit more light on who is behind this. So let's get to that, which will be followed and tied right in to our intermission. We'll see you next time at Starting Point, March 20th, March 21st. Be there or be square.
This is Black history. This is America. In 1932, the United States government began a medical study in Macon County, Alabama. It was called the Tuskegee Syphilis Study. Nearly 600 black men were enrolled, 399 with syphilis and 201 without. They were told they were receiving treatment. They were lied to. For 40 years, white doctors knowingly allowed black men to suffer, go blind, go insane, and die from a disease that was curable. Even after penicillin became the standard treatment in the 1940s, it was deliberately withheld. These men were experimented on, not healed. Their wives were infected. Their children were born with congenital syphilis. Generations were damaged by design. This wasn't ignorance. This wasn't the past being less enlightened. This was approved by the U.S. Public Health Service. This was funded by the federal government. And when the study was finally exposed in 1972, no white doctors went to prison. No meaningful justice followed. An apology came 65 years later, after most of the victims were already dead. Black history is not just distrust in the medical system. It is the reason for that distrust. It is 40 years, 600 black lives, and a government that decided black bodies were expendable in the name of data. When a nation experiments on its own citizens and calls it science, silence becomes complicity. This is Black history. This is America. And I'm here to be the change I want to see in the world. We don't need a white man to try to save us. People like Tiny Tyler Peterson are not the answer, helping us to feel better about himself so he can have black friends. He doesn't care about us. He cares about praise. We will save ourselves. America, the real America. We are America. We are Nig America. And I am Mr. Nig America.
Ranked on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.
I am a Nig American, representing kidnapped Africans. I am a Nig American, fighting what's mine,
I am a nigga American, represent kidnapped Africans. From the soil where the blood and the sweat still stain, built the roads, built the wealth, broke every chain. Tried to bury us deep, said we never stand. Now the roots go wide, yeah, we own this land. I am a nigga American, represent kidnapped Africans. Black hands raised, yeah, we stand again. I am a nigga American, fight for what's right, fight against whites. From Tulsa's ashes to Selma line, every square forward was paid in time. They stole the rhythm, tried to mute the song, but the beat survived, now it carries us on. I am a nigga American, represent kidnapped African. Black hands raised, yeah, we stand again. I am a nigga American, fight for what's right, fight against white.
It's time to talk about the best of the Foundation. And of course, the best of the WGP. With the addition of a smart psychology podcast twist. 30-minute time limit. 2 matches of the night from last night. 1 from WGP, 1 from the Foundation. Along with the important show highlights. The owner of WGP and Foundation, Hollywood Hayward, teams up with the CEO and creator of Smart Psychology Podcast, The Prophecy, King Mac Millie, brings to you Good Golly Psychology.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see, getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's the preacher and the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brick of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night? Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show.
People looking for when they continue their education? To get ahead. They want an education that gives them an advantage. To move up. They want evening and weekend courses that help them move up in management. To be in demand. They want the kind of degree today's companies are looking for. And that's what you get at DeVry and at Keller Graduate School. Choose from a variety of master's degrees at Keller or bachelor's degrees at DeVry. Find out more about our programs for continuing education. Call 1-800-423-7000.
I went to DeVry.
Johnny's back in town. Johnny's not the same.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Promoverse, today I hold the WGP World Heavyweight title. This title being in existence for about 6 years. This belt represents the blood, sweat, tears, and creativity of so many of the greats of yesterday and today. Bo Jax, Jay Briggy, Vagabond, Hollywood Haywood, and many others. But today, I'm here to recognize one of those individuals. Why this one? This man, he came in to WGP in June of 2022. And just months later, he began his first WGP title reign, was the first to hold this rendition, this design of the WGP title. And today, I'm here to physically award him his 4th WGP title. So, Simon Ness, Epona Sheepman, come on out here. I know you have an important announcement for us in regards to Starting Point.
Thank you, Hunter. Now, I have an answer for you, but I'd like the ring to myself right now. November of 2022, I defeated Virus at great cost to become the WGP champion. And since then, I've had many memorable moments. Whether I held this title, or I was fighting for a title, or fighting for something more important. And this being my legacy run. To leave a lasting legacy in WGP. That is going to be the tale of this fourth and final reign with the WGP title. I have been given the opportunity, the choice, to choose my opponent for starting point. And logically, I would love to choose someone like El Guapo, the man who took me from toe to post just 2 weeks ago. But he has an opportunity to fight for this again. And whether it be Guapo or Johnny Blade, once I get past starting point, I look forward to facing one of you. There are so many that deserve this opportunity, but there's one that the legacy of SNES would not. Good golly be.
You should have thrown me into the pits. A worthy soul saw fit to unpause me. If it weren't for Vega's ex Machina, you would be nothing but pixelated corpse. Your premature exit from the game world left you with unintended upgrade. You are now wireless. If you don't want to speedrun your game over, meet me at starting point with your trophy, and maybe I will tell you how to stay charged.
Since when did Genesis get unpaused? Guess he wasn't too thrilled about SNES celebrating his win for that championship. What's that? Oh. I just got word from Hunter Matthews that SNES and Genesis will be going one-on-one at starting point for the WGP Championship. It's going to be a good match. Can't wait. Welcome everyone to tonight's second portion of the promo double feature for WGP Havoc. I'm your host, Nova Havoc. Wanted to say thank you to Hollywood Haywood for filling in for me on our last show, and I'm glad to be back. Our first match of the evening is going to be, I think, a really good one. We have our debuting Matt Tyson going one-on-one against the truly righteous Soulstar. Let's see who will prevail.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Up first, Righteous Soulstar, as he takes on the debuting Matt Tyson.
What a wonderful maker. What a wonderful Savior. just to hear your whisper. How humble your love, with strength like no other, and the heart of a father.
Matt Tyson again, welcome to WGP. As someone say, this is your debut. You know, this is your reckoning. This is going to be your mistake, because tonight isn't about your dream. It's about learning a lesson, and history has never been too kind to a man walking into battles that he is not prepared for. I watched kingdoms rise with pride just to fall in a single night. I've seen armies march thinking God was with them, only to be swallowed whole when judgment came like a flood. You think that this ring is your starting point? No, Matt, this is a deep end, and you cannot swim. You see, I don't fight with hope. I fight with truth. And the truth is that nobody remembers the man who almost won his debut. Nobody tells stories about the one who almost made it. History remembers who survived and who was wiped clean. God once looked at the earth and said enough was enough, and the rain didn't ask permission. The waters didn't hesitate. Judgment came swift, final, and unapologetically, and that's the energy you are stepping into tonight. You walked into my Father's house thinking this was your playground. You treated sacred ground like a shortcut. You turned discipline into profit, respect into ego, and calling into confidence. And when what happened before, what did Jesus do? He didn't whisper, he didn't negotiate, he flipped over tables, cracked whips, and reminded everyone that holiness is not for sale. You turned this house, my Father's house, Matt, into a den of thieves, and now you're shocked that the doors are closing behind you. You think aggression is anger? I think aggression is obedience. I am not here to make an example. I am here to execute a verdict. You don't get a feel-good beginning. You don't get momentum. You don't get the storybook start. Your debut is the moment you realize that righteousness isn't soft, mercy isn't weak, and judgment doesn't ask for your opinion. So step forward, stand tall, say your prayers, and if you got anything left, Matt, you will pray. Because when that bell rings, this won't be a debut, it'll be a warning. And when it's over, when you're standing up at the lights and you're wondering how it went so terribly wrong, remember this: I told you exactly how this would end, and you don't have to tell me. I know.
Riding through this world all alone. You gotta take your soul, you're on your own. The crow flies straight, a perfect line, on the devil's bed until you die. Gotta raise some hell before they take you down. Gotta live this life.
And have a great one. Righteous Soul Star. Now, I'm going to hit you with a couple of verses of God's wrath. Romans 2:5. Because of your stubbornness
and your unrepentantness heart, you are storing up wrath against yourself. You see, let's break that down. You are so stubborn, Soul Star, that you can't get that wrath that's stored up inside of yourself and let it out. Let it out, Soul Star. Because we all know that the righteous one, this is just a thing. We know exactly I know exactly who you are. Hell, when I started on Facebook, we were supposed to start a revolution, were we not? And now look at you. You're all high and mighty. Ezekiel 25:17. I will execute great vengeance on them with wrathful rebukes. That is God stating that he will do great vengeance on the evil people, on the people that are lying to themselves. Soul Star, you are lying to yourself doing this righteous thing, because we all know who you are. But when we step into that ring and I look at you face to face, I want you to know this, Soul Star. I'm going to show WGP and the whole universe exactly who you are. And when I'm done, you are going to be nothing but a hypocrite, a false prophet, and another bastard.
What a debut, Matt Tyson, your winner, ladies and gentlemen. What an amazing match. I might talk to Hunter Matthews myself and see if we can get that one again. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, but Soul Star, Matt Tyson, y'all put up a great fight. That was so good. How would you guys like to see our next match? We have a semi-finals match for the Blind Date Tournament. This match will include Cruella de Vamp and the Master Sean Puff going up against Briggy and Vane. Who is the better duo tonight?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a semifinals match in the Broken Hearts Tournament.
Here we are again. We are doing this all over again. This time we have the Master, Sean Puff, and we have Cruella de Vamp. The Court of Blood, the cuck of... Where are we? I don't even understand anymore, Briggy. Like, the last time we were here, they were just making fun of us and telling us, oh, we didn't come out strong enough. We weren't good enough. Like, what kind of bullshit is this? Can you shed some light on this? Because I don't get it.
Yeah, partner, I agree. Because the reviews we got for our last match, our first match as a tag team together, well, they were kind of strange because the good golly smart psychology commentary team, well, they said that Briggy came in with the hard-hitting shots, that he did a lot of the heavy lifting in this match. And then the judges said that Briggy looked distracted and that I needed to not hold back next time. Which one is it? Which way do we go? Well, you know what? That doesn't matter because we are moving on to the next round just like we thought we would. Now, what knuckleheads are we facing this time? Who drew the short straw to have to face us?
Cruella de Vamp. I know her quite well. Matter of fact, I actually helped her. Did you know that I was able to humanize her? Make her a living, breathing monster. Well, without even, having to add excess force. I mean, live, laugh, lobotomy.
Oh, Cruella the Vamp. That's right. You mean the girl that can't decide if she wants to go out there and steal a bunch of puppies or if she wants to be the first loser teenage reject casted in the vampire classic The Lost Girls. Who the fuck are these people?
Sean Master Puff. What are we supposed to do with that? Is he gonna walk out with a skull? To be or not to be? This is some fucking bullshit. Like, why did we... Who put them in this tournament? Did they pull a name out of the sorting hat?
Homeboy's out here walking around in a crown and a skull mask. I was just waiting for He-Man. But better, he brought She-Man.
Until we meet again! And then they run away, and then we never have to see them again, because until we meet again, I hope never happens, because these two are a little fucking weird. And I thought I was weird. Have you seen my profession?
I mean, I'll be honest, Vane, I can't really understand either damn one of them. I mean, one of them comes out here, sounds like he's an auctioneer on a whole bunch of speed and mushrooms at the same damn time, and the other one sounds like she got a mouthful of fucking marbles.
Master Tom Puff. Puff Daddy. Epstein Island.
Alright, Vane, it's time to pump the brakes and get serious, because the feedback that we got from the people on our last match said that we are the #1 favorite. We are the top team to beat in this entire tournament, but they expected more from us. They wanted more. So that's exactly what we're going to give them, Vane. Because I am here to tell everybody that I am focused. I want to win this match more than anything, because this is our best shot, Vane. Hell, this is my best shot to claim a little bit more gold before I ride off into the sunset and call it a career. So I am focused. I can promise you and everyone else that. Because I want to win this match and move one step closer to taking on those pretty politic pussies and taking their championships and seeing the look on their face when we do it.
Oh yeah, brother. Let me tell you something. There's one of those motherfuckers. I swear to God, it's like identity theft. That motherfucker's trying to be me. Why is he trying to be me? Why? He doesn't have a fucking degree. He looks like he... that fucker. And then the other fucking loudmouth son of a bitch. Out here fucking trumping everybody. And I'm not even talking about the president. He's out here trying to fucking delegate and regulate and filibuster. He can filibuster these nuts, because the minute me and you get to the end of this, we're gonna bust their asses and we're gonna take home the gold. And then we're just gonna, well, go to the bar and drink some beer, because fuck those guys, because they don't deserve to sit at our table, because we're certified. They like to think that they're the best. They ain't met the best. That's us. We're the best. And buddy, all four of these can sit in the same room, circle jerk with Twilight and Capitol Hill and make a mess out of themselves. Dear God, this is disgusting. Either way, they can go fuck themselves.
I mean, I pretty much already took out the entire GOP that one time in that tournament. You remember that? So I know you and I can do it together, Vane. But we need to focus on this next match if we want to make it to that point. Because this match is everything. Because we don't want to lose to the freaking Master and Cruella. Master has had enough success, and hell, I still owe him one from when he beat me and broke my streak of longest Havoc champion of all time. I haven't forgot that, Master. And well, Cruella, I'm sure she was good at that one thing that one time. I don't remember anything about it, but I'm sure she was. She had to be good at something. But we can't lose to them, Vane. This is our time. This is our time to shine and show that we can work together and win those damn championships. We were put together for a reason, and now let's not blow it. So we're gonna go out there and we're gonna do exactly what everyone is expecting us to do. And that's beat these two bozos and then move on to whoever we have to face next. Whether it's the fucking Mad Boobs or if we're going against fucking Dopey and Doofy, it doesn't matter. Because Vane, this is our time. Championships are ours to win. So says the Master. Well, so says go fuck your feelings.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is round 2 from the tag teams, and me and the master are going to face now the guys from the BVG. You see, everyone has seen what we are capable of, but now it's time to rise even more. What do you think, Master?
Cruella has already parted the veil. She has already let you glimpse the fangs behind the smile. The silk hiding the knife. The court of blood in all of its terrible elegance. You have seen what we are capable of, but seeing is not understanding. And understanding requires a reckoning. That is where we arrive.
So, gentlemen, Vane, Jay Briggy, here's the thing. We are quite underestimated. And you, Vane, you are trying to cure me. Cure me for what? For what I am? There is no cure for that. I just need to feed myself, that's all. And then we have Jay Briggy, who's talking and talking, but all I see is a scared little puppy that is barking. And barking dogs don't bite.
Fine. You carry yourself like a man who believes chaos is his ally. Like unpredictability is power. Like being dangerous is the same as being destined. But you confuse noise for meaning. You lash out, you snarl, you posture, you try to provide a cure. Yet every step you take still leads you here, standing across from something you cannot intimidate, cannot rattle, something that cannot be cured. You are a storm that thinks it can drown the ocean, but oceans do not drown, they swallow, and tonight, Vine, you will be swallowed by an ocean of blood. Jay Briggy, you are the opposite disease. You believe effort equals worth. You believe heart equals victory. You believe that if you swing hard enough, run fast enough, shout loud enough, the universe will reward you. But this is not a place where effort is judged. This is a place where hierarchy is revealed, and you are standing in a structure that was never built for you to climb. You are not fighting to win. You are fighting to delay the moment you realize you were never meant to survive the court of blood. Fuck my feelings. You won't have any feelings left when we're done with you.
And by that saying, gentlemen, it is time that I'm going to feed myself, because I'm quite hungry right now. And I'm not only going to drink the blood of the both of you, I'm also going to make the both of you our bitch. And in the end, the both of you can clean our boots. Because that's the only thing both of you are really, really good at.
This tournament was never about chemistry. Never about strategy. Never about who works well together. It is about revelation. And when that bell rings, what will be revealed to you and to everyone watching is that you did not enter a contest. You entered a ritual. But you have misunderstood your role. You are not on a date. You are not even competitors. You are witnesses. Witnesses to what happens when two forces aligned by blood
Will an inevitability meet two men still pretending this is a game? Cruella fades. I pass judgment. You will not lose because we are better. You will lose because this outcome was written long before your names were ever spoken beside ours. Every moment you resist only deepens the engraving of your defeat. And when the bell rings, the Promoverse will not remember how hard you fought. Only that you were the next name spoken during the ritual. So says the Master.
And so mote it be.
Did y'all see that QR code? Okay, I know that I've seen it now because I thought I saw it during Foundation. I thought I saw it during the intermission, and now I'm seeing it again. I'm gonna have to go check this out here after the show. Y'all need to as well. Please go back and look at that. We need to know what's going on. Anyway, your winner of tonight's semifinals for the Blind Date tournament and going on to starting point for the finals against Evil Inc. is Cruella and the Master Sean Puff. What a match, you guys. Briggy, Vane, well done. Sorry to see you guys go. Our next match, we have Lit Fuse defending the Havoc Championship against none other than Allison Black. Let's see what they got.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WGP Havoc Championship.
Venue after venue, blood after blood, sweat after tears. Every moment has led to this moment. Lit Fuse. I never really thought that a crazy, broken woman that spent her entire life in an asylum. I couldn't see my family. I couldn't watch my siblings grow up. I didn't want them to look me in the eyes and look at the monster. The monster that I've created within me. I was ashamed, I was broken, I was beaten, and I rose up to the occasion. I want that Havoc Championship. I deserve that Havoc Championship. I want to be able to go to my siblings and for them to look at me and say, Allison, you did this for us. Allison, you're not a failure. Allison, you're not a monster. You did what you set your eyes on. You went out there like Leah. You went out there like Trish. You went out there like AJ Lee. You went out there like Paige. You took the opportunities that you needed to get to where you are today. I led a women's revolution on my back. I wanted women to be looked at in this game as champions, not as pieces of meat, not as ring rats. I wanted women to be able to go up against men like you. Lit Fuse. Your fuse is going to burn out at the hands of me. And Lit Fuse, you'll never take my pride. You'll never take my fire. You'll never be that bitch incarnated that I am. You will never, ever be the true face of Havoc reincarnated.
Allison. Let's get the formalities out the way right off the rip. This ain't EMP. This is WGP. This is my house. Now you're gonna make your way onto my screen. You're gonna say next to nothing. And you're gonna say it slow as molasses. And like I said, this ain't EMP. This is my house. And that boring shit just ain't gonna fly. Now what you're not gonna get is some sexy flexy music video where I'm just humping your picture for 4 minutes. You're about to get a verbal execution, compliments of Mad T's favorite promo artist. And honestly, I'm not even gonna use the whole 4 minutes just to make it somewhat of a fight. But to keep it 100, I don't think you know the meaning of the word. You lose to a guy like Matt Tyson, who isn't even in my league, who's now the fierce champion elsewhere in the Promoverse. But then you're gifted a win over Gully Guns right after? And by who? None other than Matt Tyson. EMP, you might have a conspiracy on your hands, but I digress. What did you think was going to happen when you showed up here, Allison?
I want you to chase after me. I want you to pin me down. I want you to make me suffer.
Well, you came to the right place, because I am going to chase you. I am going to pin you down. I am going to make you suffer in ways only the lit fuse can. And when Mad T asked me, did I sleep with you? I'm going to be honest with him and tell him I would never do that.
As a matter of fact, I was up all night.
You see, Mac might have toyed around with you, but I eat my food, pun intended. So as for this Havoc Championship, that A title on this brand, I'm going to go ahead and hold on to this until Snesh decides to stop playing games and come see if he really still has it. Or if this is just going to be a rip-off of John Cena's retirement tour with less payoffs and more mass boredom. But Allison, I do want to offer you a consolation prize. Although you don't deserve my title, you do deserve a mentor that'll get you to that next level. And who better than Lit Fuse himself? So how about you come stand by my side and let's build something legendary? Because I do believe your talents could be beneficial. Something I could mold in my image and unleash onto the E-Fed world. Now you can accept my offer or you can decline and I'd be forced to break you down piece by piece until Allison Black is nothing more than Allison Black. If you know, you know.
Your winner, and still the Havoc champion, Lit Fuse. Wonderful job, both of you. Allison, I'm sure you're going to get another shot at that at some point. That was a great fucking match, you guys. What an amazing night. I'm so glad to be back with you all, and I can't wait for the next show. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight on the Promo Double Feature. I'm Nova Havoc.
Congratulations on your victory. Truly. You have earned it. You survived the chaos. You climbed through whatever wreckage WGP and the Foundation laid in front of you. And now, you're standing there holding something very interesting. The Havoc Championship. Consider this your formal invitation. You have been cordially invited to the carnival. And your admission price? An opportunity. That's right. An opportunity to defend the championships against something far worse than Havoc. Havoc is what happens when control slips. But me, I am patient. And I collect what belongs to me under the big top. I'll see you soon, champ. And remember, you are always welcome to the carnival.